So let's look at business formal attire. So we're going to look at two different kinds of attire, business formal and business casual. So the first thing is I just want to show, I love this infographic. It's just showing some men and women business formal. You'll notice one of the big differences was really the tie, but in general, both of them require wearing a suit, a matching suit, and also wearing dress shoes, having a clean tailored look. Both of them look very nice, clean tailored, neutral colors. Very simple. Okay, this is business formal. You're not really meant to stand out when you're wearing business formal. You're supposed to be kind of in a uniform of sorts to keep it into what we're looking for as far as the normal business. So now let's look at women's business formal attire. And so the first thing is, what does that look like? It actually looks very similar to what men wear in the sense that you should also be wearing a suit. So in this suit, you're going to have slacks or a skirt. You can have either one, and a matching jacket or blazer. Again, you're still going to want to wear neutral colors. That's your navy, gray, black, and brown. You can wear tans and whites, although I'd highly, highly recommend against that. It's really easy to show stains and colors in tans and whites, and it's much easier to mix and match a more dark neutral colored suit. So if you only have one or two suits and you have to wear it over multiple days, it's much easier to switch out the tops and not look like you're wearing the same suit every day than if you're wearing a tan or a white suit. The top, the best is also to do a button-up shirt. However, sometimes that can be challenging for women. If you have a larger bust where it's harder to find something that form fits but also fits your bust, and you might get some pulling of the buttons, which you don't want, it might be easier to find a more formal blouse. So that blouse, again, should look very professional. You don't want it to be overly patterned. You still want it relatively neutral. It can have a pop of color, but solids, maybe some pinstripes would look good for that. You can also wear a conservative dress. If you wear a conservative dress, you would still wear a jacket or blazer over top, and then dress shoes. You can wear flats, pumps, or heels, just whatever you're most comfortable in. Again, they should look new, they should look clean, and they should look sharp. So it's really important to make sure you're aware of the clothes that you're wearing as well. For skirts and dresses, very, very important. They need to be a minimum of knee length. And you should always do a sit test. That means that when you sit down, if the skirt pulls up even more than 2 inches above the knee, it is too short. You definitely don't want to show too much leg. It really is distracting away from what you should be doing, and is not the image you want to give. You really want to be taken seriously, and this is just a fact of life, that you're more likely to be taken seriously if they're not considering anything else except the job that you're performing. So I actually really love this infographic. Sometimes a skirt seems like it's long enough, but then when you sit, it isn't. You also don't want the skirt to be too tight. Pencil skirts tend to be a really great business look. Just make sure it fits you right and that it's not too tight in any places. For the tops, this is for tops of dresses. Make sure there's no skin showing below the collarbone. So the shirt I'm wearing right now, you'll notice it goes right at the collarbone. This is your collarbone. And this is as low as you want it. So you really don't want to have any scoop necks. You don't want to have any V-necks. You really don't want to expose any part of the center of the chest. And you also want to have covered shoulders. In general, when we look at tops, this goes for that as well. The longer the sleeves, the more formal it is. So I love this picture. I love her top. It has this bright splash of color. It's really nice. Has a little bit of texture to it. It fits her very well. There's no pulling of the buttons. It is a tailored fit. Has the long sleeves, so it's a very formal top. She can add a jacket on this and she's ready to go. So you don't want anything sleeveless. Even if it's under a jacket, make sure you don't have any sleeveless tops. So no tank tops, camisoles, tube tops, strapless tops, spaghetti strap tops. Make sure it's not too revealing. Fit matters, as well as not too tight. So you don't want something really tight and, again, pulling or showing any of the curves that you really don't want to emphasize. You can have it be form-fitting and feminine, but not necessarily showy and exposing. Okay, and some extra tips for women. So in general, as you're an adult now looking for adult jobs, please do not shop in the juniors department. I know it's really tempting. It's something that maybe you're more comfortable with because you did it more recently, but none of your business clothes should come from the juniors section. You're past that as you're going into the adult world. You need to be shopping for adults' clothes. So that's the first tip. The second part of that is make sure you shop at stores where you can maybe get some sales help. So department stores will give you help, as well as some of the standalones. So some of my personal favorites are White House Black Market, this is the picture here. You'll see one of the boutiques there. Loft is really good, and Taylor, some of these. And you can get good deals. So if you buy it full price, of course, it's really expensive. But what I love to do is I love to go to White House Black Market and look for the deals. And I get great clothes for under $20 oftentimes. The pants, typically, I'm going to have to buy more at full price because they tend to stay in style. A nice pair of black slacks and black jackets stay in style forever, and so it's much harder to find the deals, but especially with the tops, even sometimes with the more special jackets, you're going to get really good deals with dresses as well. So if you go in there and you build a relationship and you meet someone who dresses maybe a way that you like, they're going to be able to help you not only with selecting good business attire, but getting the right fit, make sure it's the right size, and helping you with accessories. They will give you real and good advice if they are a good salesperson. So I recommend spending some time and finding a good boutique that's going to give you the information that you need to help you in order to have the best business clothes possible, and so that you feel comfortable with the money that you're spending and investing in yourself.